Number 1. Awkward silence. The predator detector. You're in a conversation, everything's flowing, and then silence. Not the peaceful, we're comfortable with each other kind. No, the awkward kind. Your skin prickles. Your brain suddenly starts broadcasting every mistake you've ever made, and you want to fill the void with anything, even bad weather talk. That creeping discomfort? It's not just social anxiety, it's ancient fear. Back in small hunter-gatherer groups, sudden silence meant something was wrong. If the birds stopped chirping or your campfire crew stopped talking, it usually meant there was a predator nearby, the kind that turns lunch break into your lunch. Your body learned that a sudden stop in sound equals danger. Fast forward to now, and your nervous system still reacts like a leopard might jump out of the copy machine. Your heart rate spikes, you get restless, and your brain throws out anything to break the silence, even if it's, "So, you like bread?" Basically, awkward silence is your brain's leftover predator radar misfiring in the middle of a first date. Number 2. Stage fright. Public shame equals death. Your palms sweat, your heart hammers, your mouth goes dry, and all you have to do is stand up and talk about quarterly sales projections. Why does your body react like you're about to fight a bear with a PowerPoint? Stage fright is an ancient social survival reflex. In the tribal days, standing alone in front of the group usually meant you'd screwed up big time. Maybe you broke a rule, failed a hunt, or offended the wrong person. That spotlight attention wasn't applause, it was judgment. And judgment could lead to exile. And exile? Well, that meant slow, lonely death by weather, wolves, or whatever was hungry that week. So now, when you're on stage, your brain still thinks you're one bad sentence away from being booted out of the safety circle. It flips into fight or flight mode, complete with shaky legs, tunnel vision, and a deep desire to disappear. The irony? The crowd's just waiting to hear about projected revenue. Your nervous system's convinced you're about to be socially executed. Number 3. FOMO. Fear of missing out, fear of starving. Scrolling through your feed, you see your friends at a party, on a trip, or eating the kind of dessert that requires a small mortgage. Suddenly, you feel uneasy. You should have been there. You're missing something. That tug? Pure ancient fear. In prehistoric times, missing out on group activities didn't mean missing a meme, it could mean missing a hunt, a foraging trip, or the meeting where they decided where the group was moving next. Those activities directly impacted your access to food, shelter, and protection. Being left out wasn't just sad, it could literally kill you. Today, your brain still treats being out of the loop like a survival threat. Seeing others connect without you triggers a panic that you might lose your social spot, and therefore your resources. Never mind that the resources now are just cocktails and bad karaoke, your body reacts like you're about to starve in the wilderness. So yeah, your Instagram anxiety? Just leftover survival instincts. With better lighting. Number 4. Embarrassment. The reputation lifeline. You trip in public, mispronounce a word, or accidentally send a message meant for your friend to the entire work chat. Your face flushes, your stomach twists, and you wish you could time travel to 3 seconds ago. That horrible rush of heat? Ancient fear of losing your place in the tribe. For early humans, reputation was survival. If the group thought you were incompetent or untrustworthy, they might sideline you from hunts, banish you from the fire, or leave you behind. Public mistakes needed immediate damage control, hence the blush, nervous laughter, and desperate attempts to explain yourself. Blushing, by the way, is basically a built-in honesty system, a visible sign that says, "Yes, I messed up, but I know it, and I'm not a threat." It helped smooth over social friction before things escalated to, exile and death. So your secondhand embarrassment for that stranger at karaoke? It's not just sympathy, it's your ancient brain scanning for tribal harmony threats and running a PR campaign for your own survival. Number 5. Jealousy. The mate protection alarm. You see your partner laugh a little too hard at someone else's joke, or your crush posts a picture with that person you never liked. Suddenly, your chest tightens, your thoughts spiral, and you're mentally planning to accidentally run into them with the subtlety of a cartoon spy. That's jealousy, the emotional equivalent of an overprotective guard dog your ancestors bred into your brain. For early humans, reproduction wasn't just about love, it was about passing on your genes. If your partner wandered off, you risked losing resources, status, and, most importantly, future tiny yous. Jealousy evolved as an alarm system to protect bonds and keep rivals in check. The problem? In modern life, Losing your mate rarely means your bloodline ends, but your body doesn't know that. It still floods you with fight or flight chemicals over a liked photo or a shared smile. In the wild, jealousy might have kept your family fed. Today, it mostly keeps you refreshing their Instagram at 3 a.m. like a sleep-deprived detective. Number 6. Fear of the dark. The predator playground. You turn off the lights, start walking to bed, and suddenly you're aware of every shadow, every creak, every potential demon lurking in your laundry pile. Rationally, you know nothing's there, but your body is not here for rational. The fear of darkness is one of the oldest human survival instincts. Our ancestors were terrible night predators, bad eyesight, no claws, no fangs. Meanwhile, nighttime was when real predators came out to play. Lions, leopards, snakes, all basically operating in all-you-can-eat human mode, so evolution made us extra twitchy in the dark. That vague unease was meant to keep you alert, close to the fire, and alive until sunrise. Now, the biggest threat in your dark bedroom is stubbing your toe on the bed frame, but your ancient wiring still treats a midnight trip to the kitchen like a stealth mission through predator territory. Number 7. Startle Reflex. The built-in panic button. Someone drops a plate. A car backfires. A pigeon flaps too close to your face. You flinch so hard, you could have been auditioning for a horror movie. That violent jerk is your startle reflex, the body's emergency, move now, think later system. Back when you couldn't afford to calmly analyze if that rustle in the bushes was wind or a snake, you needed to react instantly. Flinching could mean dodging a venomous strike, an ambush, or even just a falling branch. The reflex is so deeply wired it bypasses conscious thought. Your muscles tense, your heartbeat spikes, and you're halfway to the exit before you've processed what happened. In modern life, it's less avoid certain death and more spill your coffee because a car honked. But the point stands, this reflex was the original early warning system. Basically, it's your body's version of a smoke alarm that goes off, whether it's a real fire or just burnt toast. Number 8. Goosebumps. The fluff that failed. You're cold, scared, or listening to that one song that makes your soul feel like it's watching a slow-motion movie trailer. Suddenly goosebumps. Tiny bumps race across your skin like your body just got emotional chickenpox. Here's the thing. Goosebumps used to matter. For our furry ancestors, this reflex puffed up their hair to trap heat or make them look bigger to predators. It's the biological equivalent of a cat puffing its tail when threatened. But somewhere along the evolutionary line, we lost most of that useful fur and kept the bumps. So now, instead of scaring off a bear, we just look like we got a bad case of skin static. Scientifically, it's controlled by tiny muscles called erector pili. They contract when your body thinks you're cold or in danger. Your brain doesn't realize you're just watching a horror movie or standing in line at Starbucks. It's still convinced you might need to look like an intimidating woolly mammoth at any second. So yeah, goosebumps are your body's ancient defense system. Unfortunately, it's defending you from nothing with a strategy that only works if you're a hedgehog. Number 9. Fear of heights. Gravity's PR campaign. You're on a balcony, rooftop, or even standing on a chair, and suddenly your brain hits you with vivid imagery of falling, splatting, and generally regretting your life choices. That's acrophobia, and it's one of humanity's oldest built-in warnings. For millions of years, falling from a great height wasn't just inconvenient, it was fatal. Our ancestors who felt nothing standing on a cliff didn't live long enough to pass on their fearless DNA. Interestingly, studies show even babies have a visual cliff response hesitation or refusal to crawl across a glass surface that looks like a drop. It's pre-programmed. Your body doesn't care if the ledge has a safety railing or if you're just changing a light bulb. The fear kicks in anyway, complete with shaky knees, sweaty palms, and a sudden desire to crawl back to flat ground. Evolutionary speaking, this fear saved countless lives. Modern reality? It mostly prevents you from enjoying rooftop bars or cleaning second-story windows without a minor existential crisis. Number 10. Fear of loud noises. Thunder equals trouble. A balloon pops. Thunder cracks. Fireworks go off. You're startled, maybe a little annoyed, and your body instantly dumps a rush of adrenaline into your system like you're under attack. That overreaction? Totally normal. Loud, sudden noises have always been nature's way of saying, something's happening, move. For early humans, those noises could mean an approaching predator, a storm, an avalanche, or a rock slide. You didn't get the luxury of checking which one it was. You just ran. The startle to loud noise is one of the first reflexes babies develop. It's called the Moro reflex. It's your nervous system's launch sequence for getting you safe as fast as possible. These days, most loud noises are harmless fireworks, car alarms, your upstairs neighbor's questionable taste in music. But your ancient brain doesn't take chances. It treats every bang like you're about to be flattened by a falling tree. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.